Umami is everywhere. The elusive fifth taste that has joined sour, salty, bitter, and sweet provides a craveable, savory quality to foods that makes it really, really popular. And I'm demoing a dish loaded with umami. It's so much so that your family's gonna devour this thing when you make it. It's Greek. It's called garidi saganaki. I've got my potatoes sizzling over there that this dish is gonna be plated with, but let's get started with our sauce for the shrimp. So I have a 10-inch skillet preheating over medium heat. And the first thing I'm gonna do is gonna start to build this sauce. And I have a healthy glug of olive oil in there because that olive oil is gonna emulsify into this sauce. And the first thing that goes in there are my minced shallots, some diced fennel bulb. I'm gonna add a little bit of chopped garlic. And the seasoning mixture that I like the most is 2 tablespoons of sea salt to 1 tablespoon of monosodium glutamate. So a lot of times when people are tasting their food and they think they need salt, what they're really lacking is that savory flavor that comes with just a pinch of MSG that actually is gonna make your dish come alive with flavor. At this point, I season my dish. A little bit of chili powder, got star anise, and I've got some fennel seed that I've just lightly toasted and crushed. I can see I cooked these potatoes with a little bit of olive oil. I'm gonna season them with a little bit of salt and MSG. MSG is the purest form of umami. A small sprinkling of MSG is enough to season 6 portions of sauteed or steamed vegetables and really bring out some explosive flavor in that dish. Whatever it is that you're cooking, sauteed cabbage, asparagus, roasted carrots, you name it. Just a little bit of white wine. And when we reduce the white wine, what are we doing? We're actually concentrating the beneficial savory aspects of glutamate, in this case, in our food. All right, so our wine has reduced and we have some chopped tomatoes, San Marzanos, in their own liquid. And it's at this point right now that I'm actually gonna season with lemon. And I'm gonna season with lemon twice, once now and once right before we serve. I think my potatoes are perfect. I'm just gonna pile these here on one side of the plate. I actually wanna taste that wonderful bitter flavor that parsley has, that vegetal sweetness. We're actually gonna add quite a bit. Even though we're gonna be only cooking them for a couple minutes, we are gonna keep cooking this with our shrimp. And now I'm going to add some cheese to the top of this, feta cheese. And I'm gonna put this into a broiler. And that way we're gonna brown the cheese. And to actually take on some caramelization, because it's gonna boost the flavor of the cheese itself. And it's part of the beautiful part of this dish. And then I'm going to add some parsley. I'm gonna add some chives. And as I promised you before, last thing, charred lemons. Has a different kind of flavor. So there you have it. A delicious umami-focused meal in less than 30 minutes. That's a home run.